She sustained an injury early on in the day, but still, this is a good opportunity to test the depth of Team GB.
Absolutely. Referee is from Canada, Julian Zussman. No Meg Jones for Team GB. As I said, she's off getting treated in hospital at the moment, but an opportunity for the squad to show what they can do. Jasmine Joyce, what a player she's been over the course of the last day and a half or so. Wales flyer. And let's see how Fiji cope with the opposition in GB. High kick to start us off. Difficult one in the sunshine, but it did go forward. That was my initial thought, that it went forward. Referee has spotted it, and Fiji will get the first scrum of the game.
Mark's here. Hookers to the left.
Big test for the GB scrum now. The Fijians are so strong and powerful in this area. They'll look to get it in, get it out as quick as possible, and I dare say they're going to challenge the edges.
So the feed in from Oluni Sao. Under a little bit of pressure from Emma Urin. Goes wide, drop ball, no joy from Nagothi. And it's another knock on. Early mistakes from Fiji.
Yeah, uncharacteristical as well. Normally they are more than safe with the ball in hand. I don't know there. Maybe Nakoki just saw the space in front of her, took her eye off the ball for a split second.
Hold your weight, please. Hold your weight. Crouch. Bind. Set.
So Emma Urin to feed then. First GB scrum of the game. Back it goes to Alicia Maud. That's Emma Urin. Needs a bit of help. No, she doesn't. Spinning out of that tackle and still on her feet. Good strength.
Advantage.
And advantage being played as well. Now it's 2-on-1 on the outside here. If GB can get the ball wide, it's exactly what they want to do with every opportunity. The pace that they have. Fiji up on a line, just trying to close the gap. Keep them well inside their own half. Easier said than done, though. This team unbeaten so far, carried by Burton, just before halfway back on her feet. Entitled to do that once she releases the ball. And Abby Brown, the captain. Whistle's gone, penalty. They want to take this one quickly, and Fiji might be caught here. Brown does tap and go, and breaks the first tackle. Not the second, though, and Shona Campbell takes one straight into the side of the rib. Penalty, Fiji. And they, in turn, are keen to get on with it. Tackles have to be made, and tackles are not made. And Donu is going to have the easiest run in for Fiji's first try.
Missed opportunity there by Team GB. They just weren't on the same page as Abby Brown when she took that quick tap and off she went. She was on her own. She tried to get the ball away, but it was too late. Fiji defence just pressed up in her face, got that turnover. And then clever play by Fiji. I don't know whether Donu did target her, but you could tell Abby Brown was gasping for breath there. So he was the perfect person to try and take on the outside.
Yeah, all too easy from Sesanili Donu. And the conversion, no problem. So 7 points to 0, Fiji. First real attack of any note, and 7 points on the board. So as things stand then, so GB still in the driving seat. Fiji need to increase their points difference, which they could well do, but GB still in the driving seat, as you can see. Top place goes through to the final. And that's what's on offer. Breaking the first tackle, Abby Brown again. It's the second big run she's had in the space of about a minute. Can they hang on to the ball? Yeah, they got the penalty. Brown wants to get on with it once again. And it goes to Lisa Thompson. Scottish centre in the 15s game. Brown again, lovely hands. And wide from Shona Campbell. Here she is, the flyer, Jasmine Joyce, but Fiji getting across well just to close down the space. Trying to get the ball back, too slow. Penalty, holding on the ground. And referee Julian Zussman right on the spot to blow the whistle. Chance here to move it wide. Might be a 2-on-1 if they can straighten here. That's exactly what they do. How much pace in the tank, one-handed carry. Makes the ball look like an egg. And it's all too easy once again. Solikoviti is going to touch down for Fiji's second try. And this has been a positive start. Vasiti Solikoviti makes it 12 points to 0.
Really positive start from Fiji, and it all came from that defensive set where they managed to handle Jasmine Joyce on that corner edge. They didn't rush up too much. They know the speed that she's got, so they really held off her in more of a drift, a give defense. But it put them in a good position because the support players were there to get over that ball quicker than GB support players. And then it's just a simple case of hands, get the ball to the space. Well managed by Fiji.
All this talk of should the women's game move to a size 4 ball, on the evidence of that carry, I think she could probably do another 3 sizes up. That's, yeah, easy as you like, and it's 12 points to 0, and all counting towards that points tally and the table, the final position, don't forget. So, restart, minute and 40 seconds. So, bounce crazy. There you see, so Fiji now, by virtue of that try, have overtaken Russia and GB and lead the pool. It's all about points difference, and GB, I'm sure, will be well aware of that.
Scrum, red ball.
They have a scrum here. Just under 90 seconds until the end of the first half.
Marcus here.
I really feel like GB are playing more 7's. They're playing more rugby, but they're just not being clinical with what they've got. Whereas the scraps that Fiji have managed to get, they are 100% ruthless with.
They've only had 2 chances.
Yeah.
They've scored 2 tries. It's pretty much as ruthless as you can possibly get. As Emma Uren feeds from the back of the scrum, takes the wraparound pass as well. Joyce is standing wide here. Might looking for a switch. Lovely tackle to put Uren down. Chop tackle on Campbell. Should be there for GB. No. Penalty. It's another penalty given away. It's again for not releasing on the ground. And Fiji looking for a 3rd try before the halftime whistle.
That was so well read defensively. Perfect time to get in on that ruck.
Little show. Solikoviti didn't quite find Donu was the target intended. Right, they go this time. Campbell out to Joyce. Now, how quick is Jasmine Joyce? I tell you, that's how quick she is. Pins her ears back. It's a race for the line here. She's going to get there inside the 22. Into the corner she goes. Jasmine Joyce leading the fight back for Team GB. That is a welcome try before the halftime whistle.
Very, very welcome. The rest of the Team GB have got hands on knees. They are gasping for air. So to know you've got someone like Jasmine Joyce, you give her a metre or so and she is going to go. Unbelievable athlete.
Yeah, no question. She was going to get there. Despite the chase. Beautiful style of running as well. Strong fend and touching down in the corner. So then the conversion, every point counts here in the race for the final. That one, decent strike, it's just going to go to the right and wide. So there's the half-time whistle. The last action of the first half is Jasmine Joyce touching down for GB. Half-time score, Fiji 14, GB 5. So, half-time. And Team GB with plenty to talk about, you feel. Fiji would be happy enough, and even, I guess, Philippa, feeling that they still have to come into this game, and if they do, could really accelerate that scoreline.
Exactly that, yeah. From the tries that they have scored, it's been off GB's errors rather than anything they've actually managed to create. So I think very much the message for GB will be tighten it up, keep hold of the ball, be ambitious in attack, yes. But if you give Fiji the tiniest opportunity, they will spread it and they will go. Whereas I think for Fiji, the message will be challenge GB at the ruck. They're getting a lot of return there from poaching the ball at the ruck area.
Well, interesting to see how both sides cope with it. And, you know, every point counts, as we mentioned as well, because Australia through to the final in Pool A as the pool winners. Top spot up for grabs here in a much more tightly contested group. And GB will be well aware, even if they lose the game, if they can stay within sort of 10 points of Fiji, they will go through to the final. That's Fijiana. Beautiful sunshine across Dubai, as we get every single year here, and one thing you can be guaranteed is the weather. We've also had some brilliant sevens rugby across the men's and the women's event. This time next week, this stadium will be absolutely hopping. 100,000 fans and spectators expected across the 2 days, and the atmosphere, I can tell you, will be completely different. We do have a final pool match here to decide, and a place in the women's final up for grabs. 7 minutes to go. Snap down, straight through the legs there of Alicia Maud. Anna Ewan still going. Out it goes to Joyce again, trying to stand her opponent up. Manages to hit the ground. That's a quicker recycled ball from GB. No holding on the ground. Referee
Advantage.
letting play go for advantage there against Fiji. Look at the step inside from Lisa Thompson. The big bruiser from Scotland gets the pass away and then drops the ball. Advantage was over, I think the referee had said, and Fiji with a chance to counter. It's exactly what they did in the first half. Making something out of nothing is the pace to get there on. Offload's a good one. Back inside it comes from Oluni Sao. Back to Oluni Sao. One on the outside. This is Donu. One try already to her name so far in this game. Off the base from Nangasao. Where's that ball? Penalty against GB. Quick tap and go. Wasting no time, and away for Fiji goes Daviua to increase the gap and boost their chances of making the final.
You just said it there. They are making something out of nothing, but credit to them for doing that. Initially, GB had dealt really well with that attack. They'd got lovely defensive shape. They were holding themselves, but as soon as they gave away that penalty advantage, Fiji went straight up, so they wouldn't be able to tackle them. They had to get back 10 to complete advantage of that, which is great knowledge of the law, great knowledge of sevens, and they're getting the rewards from it. But again, it came from a handling error from GB.
Daviua touching down,
Not now.
but Fiji back in pole position to qualify in top spot. No problems with the conversion either. 21 points to 5, every point crucial. GB need to find something with 5 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time in sevens rugby. Here's a reminder of how things stand. 26 the points difference. And looking good, Fiji in top spot on 10 points as things stand. A brilliantly contested pool over the course of the last day and a half, and a chance to break here from absolutely nothing. Well, Fiji from attack to defence, and Emma Uren inside the 22, dragged to the ground. She released the ball. She has been leading the fight for Team GB almost single-handedly here. Ball slow coming back.
Tackler, release.
Penalty on the ground. Quick tap from Maud. Maud there for GB, crashes over. Did she get it down? I think she lost it forward.
Yeah, I think she may have lost that one over the line. But like you say there, great run from Uren. Really injecting a good bit of pace and energy and belief into the team. Let's see if we can see the grounding now. Oh.
I think she just lost that, didn't she?
So, Patty,
I might get to see it one more time, but
can you roll it back so I can see the tackle?
Thus, I have a decision.
Yep.
Lost forward by Red.
yeah, I think she did knock it
Scrum.
on.
Scrum. Thank you. No try. Knocked on.
So knocked on.
My.
Really good scramble D there from Fiji, not only to get back and make the tackle on Uren, but then equally to force pretty much that knock on over the line.
Fresh legs on
7.
for Fiji. And off
you.
goes
Time's on.
Thavuro.
Space, please.
They will have the feed
Crouch.
in the scrum.
Bind.
GB
Set.
running out of time here, 3.5 minutes just over to play. There's the feed from Oluni Sao. Little dummy. Uren comes across to make the tackle. Fiji place it. Look at the counter shove again.
6 in the way.
Uren just giving away the penalty. That one goes wide, but no one in particular. Likotovaki.
Back.
It's gone backwards, says the referee. Again, Fiji a little bit 6s and 7s at the moment, but again creating something out of seemingly nothing and seemingly impossible to get space in the line there. Over halfway, over 10, the chase is on. Going to be caught here, I think. Yes, just inside the 22. Brilliant try-saving tackle. Back on her feet, so too Abby Brown, trying to counter-ruck and drive herself forward. Play on, says the referee. Here's Nangasau. Nangasau picks the ball, and that surely is good enough for Fiji to progress to the final of the cup competition.
Yeah, you have to say that's going to be the game there. But what a chase-back tackle there from Heather Cowell. Unbelievable pace. Brilliant tackle. But it's credit to Fiji because she could turn around and she had supportive players there. All those bodies in, get the ball away, get the ball out. Fiji can just keep going and keep going.
Yeah, all too easy for Nangasau, the captain of Fijiana. And conversion should be a formality as well from the try scorer. It is, the flag goes up. So maximum return for the 4 tries on the board for Fiji. This not the close contest that perhaps we envisioned at the start, Philippa.
Yeah, it certainly started out like it was going to be a real close game, but, you know, a little bit of GB really letting Fiji in, but equally Fiji taking full opportunity whenever it came their way.
So, chance for Joyce to act as scrum half here. I feel the game is beyond them now. And just playing for pride, really, for a second place finish if they can manage that. As you've seen, Russia, as things stand, might contest the 3rd place playoff, which they'd be delighted about. And maybe not expecting Abby Brown off the base. Trying to move this one. Joyce standing widest of all. Fiji making those first-time tackles, though, crucially, and getting the penalty. Too many penalties really conceded from Team GB, and Fiji waste no time getting on with it. Queuing up on the outside, tackle from Thompson.
She's not on the ball.
I tell you, you certainly feel that with Lisa Thompson, hits you into the rib cage.
Forward.
It's gone forward. Nagothi leaves it.
Ball's available. I'm happy.
Tired bodies out there, you feel, after a long pool stage.
Yeah, and you could just hear then that was Amy Wilson-Hardy.
Right,
you know, she's come on. Her main role is to lift not only with her own personal performance, but also to bring that communication.
Wait in the scrum.
Keep the girls in the game. It's been a hard battle, long chases, long periods of play.
Bound on your hooker. On your hooker. Let's go, man. Yeah, thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, feet out the back of the scrum. Fiji just drifting across in the moment. Tackles made on Alicia Maud. Wilson-Hardy. Pop pass to Brown. Gets it back to Uran. Numbers left here for Team GB. Little step back inside from Heather Cowell. Did well. That was almost a torpedo dive to make the tackle. Lucky there was no contact, really, because the referee was right in the spot. Abby Brown has gone forward. We've gone the time. There you go. Fiji have booked their place in the Women's Cup final. A thoroughly convincing performance overall, Phil.
Thoroughly convincing, and you can see with the amount of players with hands on knees there, both teams gave that everything. I do think Fiji are going to need to step it up. They can't just rely on scraps. They're going to have to bring their own game as well. Lessons to be learned there from GB. They certainly played more 7's, but they also gave away more errors, and that was really the difference between the teams.
Certainly was.